Hi, I'm Notyetdead, and welcome back to Shamrock Valley. So, yeah, I wasn't going to show this actually, but you know what, I thought it's going to take me most of my afternoon between the potato harvest, which is now well underway. I've got a worker working across the field, and starting to do some of these silage bales. I may not show all of this, I might do some, skip it. We've still got another field that's ready to harvest. It doesn't have to be done today. It would be alright for another day, but on the other hand, weather's good. It's a bit breezy, but otherwise quite a nice afternoon. It'd be a shame not to take advantage and make sure we get the crop in out of our new field. You know, we've got the first one going now. I do need to go and lease a combine, but oh shucks, I've got a bit of tidying up to do later. But yeah, so I thought I'd show a little bit of this proper silage bales on one of our grass fields. I'd say proper, there was nothing wrong with the silage bales I did last time, well, apart from the fact I didn't leave them to ferment long enough, but beyond that there was nothing wrong with them. There was nothing improper about the creation of the bales, but you know, this is a proper meadow, so I figured I'm getting quite a number of bales out of this as well. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. I make that 22 bales already. Maybe get 26, 27 perhaps. Not sure we'll quite hit 30. But yeah, so what we're doing, of course this is just the first of them. I'll do them. In fact, we better check the weather forecast. I aim to do the other one tomorrow. What is the weather forecast looking like? Okay, sorry, I was just checking the crops. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, no, we're not due. We're not due any precipitation for quite a few days actually, so should be okay. Just lucky, but of course you never know. Bit of rain might crop up. We're on the coast, so weather can be changeable. Just whoa, no. Lift the mower a second. Let's try and pick up this bit that I dropped here. But yeah, so busy day. So yeah, we got the sugar beet harvest finished, and yeah, I did leave a worker just starting to plough that out down there. I thought might as well. I'm planning on getting rid of that plough anyway, so and maybe even change out the tractors. I think the new Massey I might end up leaving down at the pig farm between that and the skid steer. I mean, actually, in fact, the skid steer will be able to do most of it. But yeah, between that and the skid steer, it should be quite self-sufficient, really. There'll be a little bit more work to be done. Of course, we've got the 3 fields down there. I'm not sure I want to go the whole hog. I'm going to have completely separate equipment at each farm. To be honest, for the sake of, you know, once a year when I seed and once a year when I harvest, it's barely worth it. You know what? I'm here. I'm going to do this strip. Load that bale. So yeah, a few patches I've missed here and there, just doing corners and turns and stuff. But on the whole, this isn't too bad. In fact, actually, you know what? While we're here, might as well pick this bit up. Can't bear to leave any behind, the old OCD kicking in. Not to mention it'll leave patches where it doesn't fertilise properly. As you can see, we've ended up with a few weeds in it. I think I'm going to have to go back to proactive or preemptive, whatever you want to call it, weeding. That hand weeder just didn't really seem to work very well, unfortunately. I'm preemptive spraying, you know, because the weeds crop up here and there, as they tend to do. Of course means that if I'm only weeding by hand, those weeds that come up means that I'll have to do that pretty much every day and try and keep on top of it. And as I say, bizarrely enough, even the areas where there don't appear to be any weeds still have weeds. Any bits I missed on this strip? No? Oh yeah, a little bit. There's a strip I thought there was a bit I've not done. Yeah, whereas actually if you do it preemptively, it should keep you going for the whole rest of the crop. Which is also evident in the cornfield, where I think I didn't have quite enough herbicide and wasn't still too sure about the how much the corn was going to grow, so I only sprayed the bits that needed it rather than the whole field, and of course means I've now got weeds in it again. But the crop's too ready now, it's too late. So you learn something. So we'll go back to whole field spraying of herbicide, or try and catch them with the weeder. If I can, I could get a weeder, I suppose, do it that way. This field's nearly done. Not a bad lot really. I can just leave them on the field, no rush. They'll need to ferment for a few days, so I suppose I will want to take them out of here, because then of course I can get back on to spraying it. As and when I get a chance. I think I caught those little patches and I might have missed one. Yeah, not bad. Nearly done. Already there's some weeds appearing in the middle of the field. Bale's in a slightly inconvenient position, isn't it? There we go. Come on, you can do it. I managed to miss some. How did I do that? Right, I'll tally up these bits. So how many have we got? Well, it's not to make a bale with what's that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 25, 26. I make that 27. So actually that wasn't a bad guess. I said about 26, 27, I think. So yeah, not bad at all. Right, I'll tidy this up. I'll see you in a little minute. Right, so I called ahead to the store. They've got something a little bit different for me, so yeah, I just leased a harvester from them. As you saw, we've had the first lot of potatoes delivered to the BioGasPlant, and here it is. So it's a little baby John Deere. I think it should be big enough for what we need for this year. Hopefully I might need something a little bit bigger next year, but it's quite a quaint little thing, but with this really unusual Cressoni header. Which he recommended because it saves me having a trailer, because it all folds up so neatly on this JCB and its turning circle. Yeah, it all folds up so neatly. I'll just leave that there. They're going to get someone to drive this over for me, behind me, so we'll swap over to the combine. Yeah, so because of the way the header folds up, it's a very clever design. It's not much wider than the combine. There'll still be some roads that I need to be a bit careful on. It saves the need for a header trailer. So, fire up. Definitely the beacons though. And actually, if I have a quick look, how do we get there to our new field? I think we'll go up and through the forestry area. Keep off the main roads a bit. I'm not going to try and go around the back of the shop though. Back of the store. Quite nice inside. Right, I'll see you over there and we'll get started on field 9. Oh, so here we are. If you remember, this is the one we actually fertilised. That's why he gave me a call to say that he was selling the fields. Wondered if I was interested. Nice location up here, right over the bay. View of the castle. Very nice. So we'll get started. The guy from the store should be along shortly. Also helps us with all that sort of faffing we used to have to do on Peterville around, let's follow the combine first, get it ready. Now then, the interesting thing though will be whether we've got enough room to fold out. There it goes. Just move away from the gate a little bit. Sorry, I pressed a button by accident so you didn't see all of that. It's a very clever system. Very clever. Right, let's give it a go. There we go. It's working well. Struggled a little bit with the hill. They did a little combine, but it's doing the job. It's got a pretty small tank. Actually much smaller than I expected it to be. They might give me the wrong specs. I'm sure they said it was a 14,000 litre tank. I think they meant it was a 4,000 litre tank. Or 4 and a bit anyway. Oh well, hopefully that chap will be here soon with the trailer. Yeah, it's a nice field to work in, this one, especially the sun's out. It's brightened up. It went up a little bit grey earlier. It's lovely now, autumn afternoon. Should be able to get this done before it goes dark. It's going to be a busy little combine because we've got obviously this field we'll try and get done today in its entirety, which should be doable, and then tomorrow obviously we've got, on the assumption that they, yeah, 3 is a big field actually, 15 and 17, and we'll need a corn header for it as well. To mention that to the store. I'm sure they've got one. Where's that trailer? Well, there he is, look. I'm just in the nick of time. Right. Just run up. So what was that capacity? For that, I'm sure... Hang on. Let me just check what it said in their website. It really did. I thought that seemed odd. 14,200 on such a small combine. Yeah. 4,200. Right. Okay. Oh well. Luckily the JCB's here with the trailer. Brought it up from the sugar beet farm, or sugar beet, the pig farm, sugar beet field, should I say. Of course I'm on the wrong side. Should be alright actually if I just put that there very carefully. Hurrah, huzzah! First grain crop out the ground, off the ground, you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm not going to get all this of this trailer though, am I? Far less in the combine. Okay. Oh well, we'll see how we get on. Should be alright. There'll be a lot of baling to do actually when I've finished all this. All the fields. Obviously I'll focus on getting the crops in first. It's probably struggling a little bit. It's a good width header for this combine. It seems to be working alright. I think it would struggle with this slope anyway. Quite steep. Once we've done a couple of headlands, it'll just be a question of getting the right gradient. Try and not work it too hard. I seem to be stuck. Why am I stuck? I can't go forwards. Why would that be? Power. Really? That's unfortunate. Yep. Ooh, no grip. Right. Okay. Then we'll do this. Cut across the field. That should help. And then as we work up towards the top, we should just be able to cut down. Hopefully that's a reasonably straight line. Doesn't look too bad actually. Yeah, light's sort of going again. Ooh, plane up there. Feels a little bit dark. But the sun is out. Could be worse. I think we'll start off with this bottom edge though. Bottom section. Don't want to end ourselves, find ourselves trapped with nowhere to bring the tractor in. Given that that's, you know, done quite a lot filling up of the tank already. Some visitors down at the cattle. And there we go, nearly full again. I have to say, it's not exactly going to speed up the process, is it? This combine, but hey, it's a fun little combine. It's doing the job. Just won't be the quickest job in the world. I have to stop and empty it a bit more often than I thought. Of course, I've got workers down in the potato field, so I want to do as much of this one as I can myself. Just about right. I don't want to go any further. Good cutting width. I think is it a 6.6 metre header I got? It's a good width actually. Apart from stopping into the tank, it's going to make fairly easy work of this field. It's not a huge field, so it's fine. Just gradients have to be thought about a bit. So there you go, that's load 2. All in. It's out the way. I'll carry on. I'll catch up with you in a little bit. So, I just got word that potato harvest is finished. The Massey's driven back up here just to help out. It did also bring the other trailer, which I thought was handy because the Marshall trailer had just filled up. However, the big trailer is too tall for the combine, so I can't use it. So I just had to drive all the way back to the yard to empty the Marshall. Hooks it up onto the back of the green trailer, just so that we've taken that back to the farm. At least it was a bit much for the poor little Massey to drag around on these hills. It was fine down on the flat and the valley floor, but up on these slopes it was struggling. So yeah, took it all back with the JCB in one go. I'm just going to take this edge off. There's a lot of trees quite close to the edge of this field. Might be easier, and we're done. A little strip there missed for some reason. But yeah, pretty much nearly there now. So that was a busy day. All the sugar beets done, all the potatoes done, including the ones that were from the barn, and all taken to the BioGasPlant and say sold, but haven't been paid yet. They'll process it, and I'll get paid at the end of the day, overnight, as it goes along there through their process. And field 9 harvested as well. So yeah, quite a busy day indeed. Very productive, good start. Two of the most complex and challenging fields harvested at least, and field 9 done as well. So yeah, quite pleased with that. Hopefully by tomorrow all of our other fields will be ready to harvest, and it'll be another long day, because let's face it, that means 15, 17, 1 and 3 Oh, and of course we've created silage bales off field 7, and at some point we need to create silage bales off field 2. Might be that if we don't manage to get that done tomorrow because the crops take priority, then maybe that will wait. I can always do that in the rain like I did last time. So or last time in on the new animal area yesterday. So we'll just have to see how tomorrow goes, but it's been a very busy day. Tomorrow's going to be another long busy day, but fun, very satisfying. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, likes and subscriptions very much appreciated, and well, I'll see you back on Shamrock Valley sometime very soon. Bye for now.